Round 6 of the Vertu Motors Mini Challenge. Jamie Osborne, outright pole sitter from Tom Ovenden. Max Edmondson is in P3 and Charlie Hand 4th. Harry Campy next up from Nathan Edwards. Josh Porter is on road 4. Lewis Selby qualified higher up but has a 2-place grid penalty from an incident in the previous race. Then we have Marlo Cordell and Alex Solly, Albert Webster and Stephen Chandler in the development car. Row 7, Harry Hickton and Cameron Richardson, followed by Jacob Hodgkiss and Owen Hillman. Ned Anthony completes the JCW's. Pole for the JCW Sport going to Ben Crossley. Well done, Ben. So he will start from there. Will Crooks is next up from Henry Howarth and Archie Johnson. Chris McKenzie, who won yesterday's race, is next up from our Maltese driver, Nicky Gauci, who's back after having head gasket blown. You might remember, missed the live broadcast race at Donington Park, but he's back with us on the grid and looking forward to grab another podium here.
Lovely. I feel like I've blown my head gasket already this morning. It's been a busy old morning. But there you go then. There's your pole man, Jamie Osborne. What a season this boy's having. He has really grown into this role of quickest lad in minis, isn't he?
He's the new Zelos, isn't he? I think that's what we can say, and he's now very much the target for the others. So just to put the perspective in, he had a hat-trick at Donington Park. He didn't win yesterday's race, as Steve mentioned. That was won by Tom Ovenden, who starts to his outside, but he did win the partial reverse grid race earlier on with a cracking move. It was Zelos or Maximus Hall-esque move around Coram, and he's not afraid of getting stuck in on the outside, is Jamie Osborne. But here, he's done the hard work, he's on pole, so if he starts well, as he normally does, then the others are going to have some hard work to do.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be a difficult one. We're just waiting for the sport runners now to line up and we'll be away. That's always a great battle as well, and good to see so many cars as well in that class, which is a bit less powered. But the start is ready to go, Richie.
Here we go then. So Osborne versus Ovenden, take 3, a win apiece. Osborne has pole position. Ovenden had pole for the race yesterday and duly won that one, but not without a challenge. And again, Osborne away very well indeed. Ovenden will get clear, I think, in 2nd position. It was a good start from 3rd. The JC Sport runners are away well, but look at the 77 car. Got the line he wants, and he's clear.
Wow, look at that. Edmondson up into 2nd.
Yes.
Brilliant. Always complaining about the power, but great start.
Yeah, I don't see Max Edmondson having as many power issues. I mean, he said he was down last time, but he's looked really sharp this weekend. 3 second places, and he'll want to get on the case of Jamie Osborne. Ovenden 3rd, Charlie Hand in orange round the outside and trying to make up a place, but Osborne absolutely faultless off the start again. Let's see what Tom Ovenden can do. He's in 3rd place. We've got a side-by-side going on. I think that's Harry Campy getting stuck in there, having a look at Hand.
Yeah, it's all going off now. This is where it can be a pinch point down at Agostini's. Let's see what goes on. Max Edmondson just covering that 33, away there from Ovenden in the 24, so he looks like he's got it done, but 2nd place is the battle. Look at Jamie Osborne, what a lead.
Yeah, this is what he needs while the others squabble. Here comes Tom Ovenden, plants it down the inside. It's going to be able to go through his contact, and that'll be, I'll tell you what, the judicial process is always busy at Mini, and it's going to be after this race as well, as Charlie Hand goes around the outside in orange. Nice big blank canvas, that car, for a potential backer to maybe get involved.
Definitely, it'd be good to see a few of these drivers helped out so they can get all the way to the end of the year. But listen, Max Edmondson then, that was a really nice thing that happened to him. He got hit sideways, which wasn't nice, but Ovenden looked like he'd come out of it, so he didn't get any problems a bit later on. But he's down the inside again, is he? As they go into the S's, late braking from Max Edmondson and bouncing across the curbs. Dan Zelos looking after Max Edmondson in that 33, saying he's one of the best talents he's ever come across. So that's coming from a champ, and whoa, Max Edmondson is Larry, rear end, bouncing, skipping, hopping. They're on it. Look at that. Woo!
They certainly are. Max Edmondson, of course, the Honda Civic champion, twice champion in Civic, so making his move across into Minis in the very lovely livery of Pro Alloys Racing, new team this year into JCWs, but it's Osborne away. Now, this is where you can see that the driver in 2nd place might be thinking about, yeah, am I down on power? Look how much he's losing. I'm not sure he is. I know the championship would want us to say that he isn't as they go across the line. So it's Osborne, Edmondson, Ovenden in 3rd, putting the pressure on Max Edmondson. They will slow each other up by dicing. Ovenden pretty much racing every weekend. He was out in the modified Ford series last weekend. He's looking on the outside. He's got to be careful of Charlie Hand behind him. So he's going front-wheel drive this weekend. Last weekend, Paul, 2.5 litre Ford engine RSR, which is a Mark 1 Escort replica.
I don't know what.
And he won 2 races in that as well.
Fair play. I don't know what I'd want to be in out of all them cars, to be fair. Look at this then. Harry Hickton fully involved. Josh Porter around the outside. Bit of dirt on his tyres maybe. Nathan Edwards was in a little battle with Charlie Hand then, wasn't he? Just a minute ago. Looks like Charlie's got the better of that left rear, locking up into Agostini as they all come through 16 million abreast.
I do hope that Nathan gets some decent points here, and that encourages him to get back up towards the front group, because we know from what we saw last year when you had the likes of Max Hall and Dan Zelos, the triple champion, and you know Nathan was up there racing with and beating those guys. We know he's capable of it, but just hasn't had the rub of the green so far this year.
Yeah, sometimes it can be a little bit of a concertina effect, and you only need one bad result. And Harry Hickton round the outside there. That was a good effort, that was. But yeah, great circuit this for racing. There's always somewhere to pass, outside, inside, wherever you like, and sometimes across the grass. So what? Oh, big slide that, wasn't it? Albert Webster, big slide in the number 2, hopping and skipping. They're so stiffly sprung, these cars. I raced them in 2017 a couple of times and they were great. One of the best front-wheel drive and most rewarding cars I've driven. Bit scary, but loved it. Harry Hickton, go on lad. Josh Moore around the outside of the bomb hole. You're a brave boy doing that, Captain. Oh, yeah. Mate, he's coming back though, and look who's coming in behind them now.
Outside at Coram, Harry Hickton going for it. This is good stuff from Josh Porter, who was on the podium in the previous race. Hickton's going to slot back in as they come out of Coram, heading down in towards Murray's Corner. Just right behind them is Marlowe Cordell in the 27 car. He's had some frustrations this year as Marlowe, but another very quick peddler. And I think that's the thing when you look through the top 10, top dozen drivers, all capable of taking wins and podiums.
Yeah, every championship has got proper people in it. There's nowhere I know of in the UK that's got a championship with one good driver and the rest are rubbish. It's really hard work, and that's hard work. Oh, Charlie, be careful turning in.
Oh!
Edwards round the outside, well down the inside. He did have his nose there, but Charlie tried to give him enough room, and I don't know whether there was just a little bit of it coming together, as in you always say to me, 6 of 1, half a dozen of the other. But this is Battle Royale, isn't it? Nathan's down the inside again. He should get this done at Agostini.
He's having a look here, isn't he, Nathan Edwards? So this is a much more positive run for Nathan Edwards. Goes through Charlie Hand, who I have no doubt is going to be a race winner before the end of the season, and certainly showing the pace. The Manpower team, great to see them on board. And then his teammate Harry Hickton down in 10th at the moment. Didn't qualify well, but really came through superbly, did Harry Hickton in race number 2. So Osborne with the, unsurprisingly, fastest first flying lap, 2:05.915. Quick look at Sport. Henry Howarth, oh no, beg your pardon, Ben Crossley leading Sport as they went across the line from Henry Howarth and Archie Johnson.
That was a nice shot, wasn't it? Yeah. That was through Oggies, that shot we just seen there on the floor. It's a really difficult corner to get right there. And you see some people were hitting the apex and getting the car drifting and rotating on the way in, the rear end turning the car in. Some others were just on the power too early, and you could see the chassis really working hard. But this is good. I do like Snetterton 300. It was a bit of a difficult one to ingest when we first come here. Everyone was like, oh, I don't know about this. It's not like the old circuit. I've grown to love it, and it's a fantastic circuit and always looks amazing.
It does, yeah, great job by the MSV team, keeping it all in tip-top condition as our race leader comes along centre straight. Still got this scrap on 4. Is it a scrap? Well, maybe not yet. It was a little look from Tom Ovenden there in 3rd place. He's 2nd in the championship. Can Edmondson do? Ah, okay. Lewis Selby gesticulating. That's Josh Porter, I think, behind him. So I think Josh has maybe got past. Looking for a draft.
That's interesting. I don't know what he's doing that for, because see what's happened there? He's actually said, yeah, you can go past if you want, and then he's like run him out wide. But he's got to be careful here, because is that Josh Porter down his inside as well?
It is, yeah.
Oh wow, Hickton's in the back as well. This is a nice little scrap, isn't it? Hold your breath, lads.
Selby down the inside of Albert Webster. Porter in the red and black car goes through too. Harry Hickton in the pink and blue down behind them. So he's trying to work this one out as well. Not quite sure what the gesticulation was from Lewis Selby. I say he's a little bit faster probably than the group he's in, because he didn't qualify further up with a penalty. I think it was for the incident with Tom Ovenden. Maybe wasn't squeezed over, but there was a judge to have maybe moved Tom onto the dirt, which caused him to spin and right out of the points in race number 2. Oh!
Yeah, that's that Josh Porter just saying, if you want this left-hander, mate, I'm going to make it as narrow as I can for you. Nothing wrong with that, as long as they don't take each other out. So good stuff. And again, look at that. It's Marlo Cordell trying to get down the inside of Harry Higton. I think he was backing out of that, wasn't he? But here we go. You're going to get a big draft. Look at that. Look at Jamie Osborne's lead. And Max Edmondson, I don't think there's too much wrong with that engine. I'm not driving it, but you would see a big problem with that engine for the number 2. So they must have got on top of it. And it might be a little bit down on power, but there ain't nothing wrong with that engine in that car for me. It's a good effort, that.
Yeah, he's had really good paces. We say 2 second places so far. Qualified well, raced well yesterday too, and he got P2 yesterday. Otherton won it, and it was Jamie Osborne that he passed. Osborne was trying to get in front of Otherton and just, you know, did an undercut, but then left the door open on the next corner for Edmondson to go through into P2. And if they work together and maybe do a bit of drafting, but they're in different teams, and they're not going to do that.
It's true. I've got to say, I'm so impressed with Max Edmondson. I've watched him and commentated on him in the series he was in, the Miltech Civic Cup, and he was a star then, but he really is showing his prowess now, and this is proper stuff on slick tyres, and the team are pretty new to Mini Challenge.
They are, yeah. One of the cars that they're running was the ex-Lydia Walmsley car, so that, you know, fastest lap on podiums last year. So good machinery, tended by the family team now running in the Porsche Sprint Challenge, but Otherton with a little bit of damage. What can he do?
What I was going to say with the Edmondson car is that it definitely it had a straight line power problem at the first round when we were at Donington, I think it was.
Yep.
There was no doubt, but you don't get fastest lap and you don't hold off Tom Otherton in the same car with a power thing. So they found something, but this is great. Otherton's got great nose on that car. It turns in so well for them slow corners. Great traction.
I think Tom, I've got to say, the confidence, not that he's ever overly short of it, but he was, you know, waiting for the first win of the year. He won in the JCWs at Croft last year, now televised race, and it's always good to get that first one in the bag, and it's very easy to forget that this is only the second meeting of the season for the JCWs. Obviously we had the Coopers last time, we got the Coopers at Thruxton next time out as well. So why he was beating himself up about not having a win, I'm not quite sure, to be honest, but he's got that, and he looks a little bit more confident now. So those two clearing the battle for third. Nathan Edwards fourth, then Charlie Hand. Harry Campy running well in 6th place. Another new name to the championship, up ahead of Lewis Selby. Josh Porter in 8th. So again, lots of decent names. Track limits for Harry Campy. Well, warning, black and white flag. Warning flag going out for him.
They're pretty on it at the minute, aren't they? The track limits. Oh, there we go. That's Higton down the inside of Albert Webster. That's a nice clean move, that. Unless he's going to look at that late on the brakes and got the job done. Sometimes you just got to release the brakes and let the faster driver through, and then fight to live to fight another day. But there's the black and white flag to Harry Campy, number 13. So yeah,
Harry having a good run that will make him think, oh, that's the other angle.
You little beauty. Albert Webster knows I like that. You can, look at that, running wide there. That's Selby, isn't it?
Sorry.
Yeah, that was a prop. It always looks dead easy to hold slides with slick tyres on in minis. Honestly, I can't tell you. When it goes and it starts going even more, you hold your breath and you honestly, all you can think of, I want to hit the barrier so hard. So when it comes back and straightens up, all you then think of is, I hope they seen it on the telly. And we're right in sport. Of course we've seen it. Yeah, we've seen it.
Yeah, good stuff from Albert Webster. Maggie Webster's brother, you know. I don't think they like that when I refer to it. He's the other one. That's a shame. Archie Johnson, the Jam Sport car in the sport category in the pit. That's a shame because he actually was leading in race 2, Paul. We just got into the lead, and then we had the red flag, and of course the result got put back a lap. So Henry Howarth nicked it, but those two, here we come though, we've got a battle on here. We'll come back to talking about that. Harry Camping side by side here with Charlie Hand, and Campy's got through.
Wow, great stuff. And did you see that? Charlie Hand come out of that because he didn't want to get bounced across the grass, and then the other two behind him try and get him. This is going to keep going all the way down to the S's. Look, he's in the toe, and look at that, Campy defending early doors. But look in the background, Selby, our on-board car driver. Oh, and round the outside, Porter maybe. Oh, look at, you can see Porter in that right-hand mirror. That's ominous, isn't it? Great stuff. Look at this from the onboard. This is it. And now he's down one gear, full throttle. He's got the run, he's got the run. Where's he going to go? He's got to think about Porter behind him. Will he try the inside? Will he try the outside? Oh, it's difficult, this one. Look at the car bouncing and moving around. Will he go left? And it'll be difficult to go left and get on the brakes, but now you're just looking for a great entry and a fantastic exit. And has he got it? Well, they both had track limits in front of him, but great stuff caught by the onboard there. It's really hard work around here in a Mini.
That was super stuff to see, and you can see it's spread out a little bit now. So Charlie Hand lost a place, but he's still in the mix there, and he's going to give Harry Campy a little bit of a go. Track limits warning for Max Edmondson in the 33 car, so that's going to be a little bit frustrating for him, and it does mean you have to temper things as time goes on. Here's Lewis Selby again.
Round the outside, then look at that, hard on the throttle, got a lot of understeer, lots of lock on that steering, and then big power to try and get out, and it just didn't work for him. But look at it now, it's the rocket car of Porter. He's got Hickton down his inside. Has he seen him? He has. Brilliant driving. There we go, little scratch. You won't even see a mark on that car. You might do now because he just hit him the second time. But great stuff down to Agostini.
I mean, those guys effectively, you know, fighting over 7th and 8th place, and you think when you've got drivers like Porter and Hickton 7th and 8th, that's the quality of this field. And Jacob Hodgkiss in behind as well. No, Nathan Edwards.
Oh, you never see that. Is that a turbo blown maybe? White smoke, or it could be water. There might be a bit of fluid down because that was a lot of smoke, wasn't it? I wonder where that was. I couldn't quite.
Yeah, I'm not sure. But again, you know, we said if he didn't have bad luck, he wouldn't have any, to use the cliche. I was chatting to a guy called Al Daly, who used to race Fiestas with Barry Edwards, Nathan's dad, and he was here yesterday supporting them and telling us great stories about when Nathan used to wash the wheels on his race car as a youngster. Give him 50p for his troubles as well.
Too much money, that. Inflation. Hey, look, they're running wide through there. They've seen the oil. They're running wide through there. So that was a slippery surface flag under the S's.
Now the question is, now they've seen it, but is it, somebody else may well get into trouble with that. We'll see how that pans out. Hopefully not. Osborne's still out front. It is Hickton now with the fastest lap. So Harry Hickton, number 13, does get Harry Campy does get a 5-second penalty for track limit. So hasn't been able to temper it.
Look at this mini centipede coming up here, lad. Hey, do you see again in the little graphic on the left? You've just seen Selby gesticulating again. So watch this now. He's got a good toe. He's going to get a double toe here. What's he going to do? He's going to get one place. Oh, he's got to get your nose in, son. Get your nose in. Oh, he's going to get 2 places. Keep your nose in. Oh, I want to be in that car. Come on, son. Brilliant from Selby. Love it.
Yeah, that was good stuff, wasn't it? Charlie Hand makes it through and makes up a position. But now look at this, Harry Hickton in the mix as well. So where's Hickton come from?
That's great, isn't it? I'm trying to drink a coffee here as well. You crack on, mate. Take over, Rich.
So Harry Hickton's come out of nowhere. He's going around the outside of Charlie Hand. Meanwhile, this is for P2. Tom Ovenden getting stuck in. Ovenden in the white and blue car. And out front, it's Edmondson. Remember, he's had a track limits penalty as well. So he needs to really keep an eye on that. He could find himself with a 5-second penalty. But it's all beginning to kick off now for P2. 4 minutes 12 on the clock. Let's see whether Tom Ovenden, he's not going to get the win because Osborne is away, very nearly 3 seconds ahead of these guys. There's the great shot showing you the gap. But Edmondson hanging on, he'll be delighted if he can get another second place. He'd be more happy with the win, but 3-second positions really sends a message to everybody else on the JCW grid that he is here and capable of taking whatever step it is on the podium.
He'll have his day. He'll have his day. But I'll tell you what, the Edmondson car it looks like a fantastic chassis. They've got it working so well. The car was moving around and getting into the corners fantastic. What a group this is, led by our onboard car, who unfortunately has got away, so we won't see much more action. But great move at turn 1. That was from Selby on board.
Yeah, great stuff from Lewis Selby, veteran of racing in Mini Miglias and 7s over the years, and he's been with us a couple of seasons as well in this one. There is Campy, the leading group of that. Leading car of that group that we were looking at with the 5-second penalty. Back with P2 though, Tom Ovenden just can't quite get close enough at the moment. The Kent-based driver, as we look back, Selby on his own, so nothing to see from the front-facing onboard camera, but might see Harry Hickton closing up in the mirrors if we go back to that. Hickton in the 64 car. Again, Harry Hickton, later stages of the race, whether the car is coming to him in the late stages or he's just qualified out of position, I don't know.
Hickton did look like he was catching a little bit there. That 2nd and 3rd place battle is definitely catching. Look at this. But look at that lead car there, that 33. It's in the fast stuff. It just looks so good. In a front-wheel drive car, which these are, you want the rear to just move a little bit, and when he turns in, the car just looks beautiful, just nice and gentle. It lifts the left rear up, and that unstabilizes the rear on exit to get you a better turn in, because front-wheel drive cars predominantly are awful race cars. You go and drive around here in a front-wheel drive road car, and it'll be the worst day of your life.
I was listening to poetry, the flow.
Oh, here we go, Rich.
Is this poetry in motion? Here we come. Ovenden tries to go in there, giving each other space here. They each recognise they're in a battle, and Ovenden's finally got through. Ovenden through into second, but let's see what Max Edmondson has got in response. He may well have the pace. He's got the car in front of him now, and he can focus now, not on defence, but attack. So the whole dynamic has changed for the 33 car. Let's see whether he can get back in front of the youngster from Kent.
That 33 car looks awful. The chassis looks terrible. I'm joking. That was a great move, Ovenden. Brilliant. So what happened here? That was a little bit wide on the power at Edmondson. Then front tyres maybe just getting a little bit overheated. That was just a bit of a left, just to say, I'm here, mate. And do you know what? Edmondson could have turned in, bounced across the grass, took them both out. This isn't over.
Here we go. Let's hope that we get a good close finish to the race. Here we go then. 1 minute 22 on the clock. And Jamie Osborne is away, looking for win number 5 of 6. So we think he's a serious championship contender. Here we come. Edmondson has got some speed. Tucks his nose on the outside line as they come into Murray's. Now it's on the straight. Is he going to pip his way down the inside? So they go across the line now. 1 minute 02 left. Onto the last lap goes Osborne. Well clear. Second place. Across the line goes Ovenden, showing in second place at the end of the lap for the first time. And it's going to be Edmonton trying to take the battle to him. They go through Riches. Can he close up here? This is where he affected a pass yesterday.
He's had a big moment, Ovenden. His car is not as good as Edmondson's in the fast stuff, but the only thing that gets him away is the traction. Look at the speed out the corners, but watch in the fast stuff, the final few corners, Coram especially, he will have a go if he's close enough.
We'll see whether he can indeed do it. So just working their way now around Palmer Corner, very slightly off camber on the exit, down towards Agostini, the hairpin, and Ovenden with his battle-scarred car in P2. Is it going to be a P2 to add to the P1 that he got yesterday? He's got Edmondson all over him. Max Edmondson wants to get 3 perfect second places. Either way, they're going to have a good old natter after the podium for sure. So now down through Hamilton Corner, heading up towards Oggies, and Ovenden just stretching things a little bit now over Edmondson, who might be gearing up for that final charge.
Maybe, but let's watch, because under the S's and round Coram, Edmondson's car is definitely faster, and he is as brave as they come, this lad.
Let's see what he can do. So here, coming into sight, is our race leader, Jamie Osborne, who will have a good, clear champion. He's already a race ahead in the championship points, believe it or not, after race number 1. No drop scores either this season. Ovenden in second. Here comes Edmondson, though. He's getting closer now as they go through the second part of the S's. Replay here of Harry Hickton trying to get on the inside of Josh Porter. I was going to say Charlie Hand for a minute, but it's Josh Porter. Wow.
Wow, that was a bit messy, wasn't it? But look at that, it's over now, isn't it? Oh! Both of them having massive slides. Final corner, Jamie Osborne's done the job, I think.
Jamie Osborne is going to do it. Harry Hickton with the fastest lap at the moment, but Osborne is going to take win number 5 of 6, no question. Is there going to be a drag to the line, though, for Max Edmondson, who's trying to close up? Osborne takes the checker, 5 out of 6. Across the line for second is Tom Ovenden. And Edmondson, well, three podium finishes for him. Here's the 4th place man, our onboard Lewis Selby, who has got clear circuit in front of him. Good drive from Lewis, despite the fact that he had a grid plate penalty. Harry Hickton next across the line, maintains the fastest lap of the race. Josh Porter wrapping up our top 6.
Great stuff that, wasn't it? As they all come across the line, still all together, aren't they?
We've still got the sport category to look out for as well, and that's Henry Howarth, who is in front. That's Nicky Gaucho, I think, who is next up. Now Ben Crossley should be ahead of them as well, according to the timing screen, Ben Crossley in blue. Here he is. Here's Ben Crossley. He's going to take the win. Look at that, a convincing win from Ben Crossley in the JCW Sport. Takes the win. Second position will go to Henry Howarth, and the Maltese driver, the scholarship winner from last year, Nicky Gauci, takes a third podium in 6 races, 5 starts actually for Nicky Gauci. Well done, and we say hi to all our viewers over in Malta. And they're going to be looking though at this guy and being mightily impressed by Jamie Osborne, who yet again goes away with a superb win. And what does it mean to the Napa boys and girls? It means the world.
They've seen that a lot, haven't they, to be fair, at the minute in Ovenden, just showing his appreciation as well. But again, great stuff from Jamie Osborne. I know how hard it is to drive these cars, and to be up the front and do it as much as he does is fantastic to see. So well controlled. The race was won on the first lap. Ovenden was battling with Edmondson. Jamie knew the sketch. He just settled it down and got it done.
Round 6 of the Vertu Motors Mini Challenge here at Snetterton, and another win for Jamie Osborne. Tom Ovenden second from Max Edmondson. Next up was Lewis Selby from Harry Hickton, who got the fastest lap. Josh Porter 6th from Albert Webster and Charlie Hand. Jacob Hodgkiss in 9th, and Alex Solly completing our top 10. 11th in the development car was Stephen Chandler. Ned Anthony gets a good finish in 12th place, learning his craft. Cam Richardson 13th from Harry Campy with his time penalty, and Owen Hillman completed the JCW. So the sport win goes to Ben Crossley from Henry Howarth and Nicky Gauci. Will Crooks was next up from Chris McKenzie in 20th. Problems in the race we saw, sadly, for Archie Johnson, Marlo Cordell and Nathan Edwards.